Well, we've been reporting all day on a big move on abortion. For the first time since two conservative judges joined the Supreme Court bench, the court is taking up the topic.
And they'll be ruling on a law out of Louisiana that would erase all but one of the state's abortion clinics. It's not a direct challenge to the landmark Roe v. Wade case, but any decision made will affect the presidential race and set the tone for other court cases on the state level.
We saw the fight in Missouri earlier this year as the state and others set stricter abortion laws. But now talks of limiting access have moved across state lines, and the decision could end up in your hands. New at 5, KCTV5's Caroline Sweeney is in the newsroom. So Caroline, what are Republicans working on now?
Well, Brad and Ellen, this is an effort between the Kansas Right to Life group and some state Republicans. They launched a petition to see how much support they could get for a constitutional amendment. The anti-abortion group and some Kansas lawmakers want to change the Constitution to show it does not have any language that supports abortion in Kansas. But getting that changed starts with lawmakers in the State House in Topeka, but it could end with you in the voting booth. Amending a state constitution isn't a fast process, but still,
the Kansas Constitution has been amended 100 times.
Alan Rostron is one of those experts we don't think we need until we do, like right now. With a fight over the right to access an abortion kicking up in Kansas, Rostron knows exactly what it'll take to change the state's framework. It starts with work in Topeka. 2/3 majority of lawmakers have to pass the amendment.
And then if they pass something, it's put on the ballot at the election, and then the voters of Kansas would get to vote on it. And if a majority of them vote for it, then it would pass.
This push is pushed back after the Kansas Supreme Court ruled earlier this year the state's constitution protects a woman's right to have an abortion. Anti-abortion groups and supporters of the amendment have their eyes on either the 2020 primary or general election. They want voters in the state to decide then. Now, all of that depends on what happens between now and the end of the 2020 legislative session. We reached out to both parties in the state. The Kansas GOP says it's looking for straightforward wording of the amendment. I haven't heard back from the Democrats yet. It could be several months before a draft of that amendment is available. Now, there's something to keep in mind here. Historically, these efforts have not come cheap. A similar effort in Tennessee about 20 years ago cost anti-abortion groups millions of dollars. We'll keep an eye on this and give you an update when we can. Caroline Sweeney, KCTV5 News.